Hello fellow detectorists, yes, we're back out again. Now, it is the 17th of September, it's a Tuesday. I was going to come out yesterday, but it was tipping it down with rain all morning, so I thought I'm in no hurry, I'll come out the next day instead. I'm out on permission number 1. Let's see what I find up here today. It's lovely smooth ground up here. It's a pleasure detecting up here compared to the harrowed fields, but I will be back on permission number 2 where I had that lovely gold coin on Thursday. I've shuffled the days around a bit to what I said I was going to do, but that's mainly because I've come out today. So I'll be back on permission number 2 on Thursday, be back up here again on permission number 1 on Saturday, depending on what happens. We will see what we get up here today. As normal, you will see me at the first find, whatever that might be. Bye for now. Hello folks, our first target is a nice big chunky musket ball. That's quite big actually. That's one of the bigger musket balls I think I've found. I've found a few quite big ones, but this one's big. Anyway, we'll carry on. That's the first find. Bye for now. Hello folks, right, I've just had another target down here. I've had a few targets as I've been slowly walking across the field. I've been experimenting with my settings and stuff like that compared to what I was using the other day on permission number 2. Now, as you can see, we've just had a target down here, and this was showing, it was a very jumpy actually, about, I think it was about 71, something like that, I remember, and I've got the, what a lot of people would call a coin ball in my hand. Can you see that little edge there? It looks very thin. I'm thinking that this might be a hammered coin, but I've probably just jinxed myself. So can you see that there? We'll just slowly open this up. Ooh. Oh, oh, look at that. I just prise it off. How about that? Let me just swing round in the sun a bit better. How about that? Just very gently. Look at that. That's brilliant. This is target number 2, really. It's had a bit of clipping down one side, but let me just give this a gentle clean and I'll get back to you straight away. How about that? That's lovely. Yes, there we go folks, look, that's lovely. It's in lovely condition. Otherwise the clipping down the left hand side has been quite badly clipped, but it's one of the things they used to do back then. They used to clip the sides of the coins, try and get away with it, then melt that down and do whatever they wanted to do with the melted silver. But how about that? Now I have found one coin similar to this, probably the same, off of this particular field here at permission number 1, 4 or 5 years ago with my C-scope CS1MX, and that wasn't as badly clipped as this one, but it was in the same field. And I don't normally find hammered coins this size. This is lovely. How about that? Now, it's interesting because this side of the coin is more central to the circular shape. You can see it's only very slightly gone off on the left hand side. Look at that. Anyway, let's carry on. See what we get next. Bye for now. That's lovely. Oh, by the way, I'm sure people will be wondering what I did, because like I say, I've been messing around with the settings. I only just turned that onto coin deep at 26.6 kilohertz. Sensitivity, I put it up to 93 from standard 90, and the discrimination I turned down from 7 to 6.5. Because I'm sure people will probably be asking what I just found that hammered coin on. Now, to be honest, it is quite depth, about 5 or 6 inches down, but I'm pretty sure that Coin Fast probably would have found that, because it's a decent sized coin, and I had similar settings on my Coin Fast program as well. Well, exactly the same settings actually. But yeah, I just thought I'd mention that before people start asking. Anyway, we'll carry on. Right then folks, we've got quite a good sounding target here, so I thought I'd do a live dig. We'll try it anyway. We'll see. It's coming up, well, 83 that time. '81. So we'll try this. Target's almost gone. I must have disturbed it. I think it's out. We'll see. That's it. It looks like a little dumbbell type rivet. It was giving a very good signal though. Let's make sure. Yeah, that's what that must have been. But it's only a tiny little sort of dumbbell rivet type object. I'll put a picture up. But that gave a really good signal. Here we are, folks. We've got our next target, and it is a coin. I keep thinking I can see something on it, but it is very badly worn. And as you can see, this one has got a punch hole in the top of it, so somebody probably wore this as a necklace or something like that, I should imagine. It's half penny size, so it could be normally the Georgia seconds and Georgia thirds and later come out with detail on these fields. Very rarely I get a Georgian looking coin that hasn't got any detail on it, so I'm guessing this is probably a Georgia first or earlier. It could be a Gallielmus or Corollas. But yeah, sadly I can't see anything on that one. I might do later on once I've given it a bit more of a wet, but so that's interesting. It's interesting that one's got a hole stamped in it. But anyway, we'll carry on. Right then, folks, I've got another one here, another good sound signal. It's about 79, so we'll try this one. Whenever you seem to try these live digs, they all seem to come out not very interesting, but we'll have a go on this one. We'll try this. Yeah, 75 up to 80. Sounds like it's out. Yeah. Ah, I can see an imprint in the dirt. Oh no. It's just a shotgun cartridge cap. Now unfortunately these shotgun cartridge caps do give a really good signal. Like I say, we'll keep trying. I'll do a live dig and try and find something good at one point. I'll just double check the hole. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Very strong iron signal there. Anyway, we'll carry on. I'll try and do some live digs and see if we can't find something good. Right, it's out. Another shotgun cartridge cap. It's always the way. Still, I promise you I will keep trying. A large rivet. Now then folks, this one started off giving me about 47, something like that, but it sounded good, so I dug it. And now giving me 77 up to 84. So it could be another shotgun cartridge cap, but we'll see. Well, it's out. Let's see what this is. Oh yes, it's one of these. Oh, where's it gone? It's one of these button tops where they sort of snap fit the bottom of the button and the shank to the bottom of it. It's basically just a round cap, but that would have been a button at one time. There we are. So it's a bit better than a shotgun cartridge cap. Anyway, let's carry on. Right then folks, here we go. I just dug another hole here and I got this, look. What this is, I don't know. I can see that it's brass because I caught it slightly with the spade. But it still hinges, look, quite well. So it reminds me of a folding ruler, but I think it's just a hinge mechanism, possibly for a door or a gate or something like that. Could be for a desk, but it is brass underneath all that dirt. But yeah, how about that? I don't think it's that old. I don't think it's off machinery either. It looks a little bit too sort of ornate for that. Anyway, we'll carry on. Here we go folks, we've got another interesting little find here. Now this, I think must have been part of a brooch or something at one time, because each one of these little cups probably would have had either a diamond possibly, or more than likely some kind of glass stone in there. So probably not that old, probably Georgian, something like that. But it either would have been like a little necklace thing, possibly the top of a ring. But that's quite interesting. Anyway, let's carry on. the farmer and his tractor, the deep rake and harrow. I was surprised to see them up here today, but he was working in the background. And one of the fields I can go on, he's just been over again. He did go over it once before, but he looks like he's been over it again, so I might give that another go, because down there, down the side of that particular field is where I found the Saxon wrist clasp. So anyway, we'll carry on. Hello folks, now then, just had another quite nice target here, and I'll take you down so you can see it. Where is it? There we go. Can you see that there? Judged by my laughing, that looks like another hammered coin to me. Yes. Look at that, lovely. Now what one is this? It looks like a typical sort of Edward penny that I get up here this time. Give me a moment, I'll just give it a bit of a clean. Yes, here we go folks, look, I've just given it a little spray, and as you can see it's got E, D, W around the right hand side between 12 and 3 o'clock, and that is another Edward. So that's lovely, look at that. I should be able to identify this one quite well because it's got quite a defined cross at the top there, 12 o'clock position. But that isn't Edwardus. It goes, the DUS goes right round past the 6 o'clock, almost up to 8 o'clock position. So this is possibly a farthing. It's a bit big though to be a farthing, but there we go, it's probably just a penny. Anyway, how about that? Lovely. That's hammered coin number 2. I'm really getting to grips now with the ORX. Like I say, at the moment I'm on coin deep again, but I've got it on 26.6 kilohertz with the sensitivity turned up to 93 from the standard 90. And the discrimination I've gone down from 7, standard 7, down to 6.5. And it is picking up targets better. I mean, I know this field has been harrowed and left to sit now a couple of weeks. And we have had a bit of rain. So all that pulls together and that helps. But I'm now starting to get the targets coming out. Anyway, let's carry on. Bye for now. Hello folks, just had a strong 72 signal down here, and it turned out to be quite a big thimble, intact. That's nice. I'll give it a clean as usual when I get home. Some thimbles, especially the silver ones, and you can get gold ones as well, did have inscriptions written round them, but this hasn't got anything like that, I don't think. It's a fairly late one. Anyway, we'll carry on. Here we go, folks, we've got our next target, and it appears to be another coin again, but this one has got a different sort of feel about it. It's got a strange, I don't know, almost like strange surface texture to it. I keep thinking I can see something on it, but I don't know. This one's weird. Very strange. But if you recognise that, please let me know. It might just be some kind of a token. Anyway, we'll carry on. Here we go, folks, our next target is this. Now it looks like a big end cap. I thought it was a button at first, but not with a ridge going around it like that. I should imagine that that was probably like the cap on the end of something. But what? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see what comes out next. Hello, folks. Now I've just had a target down here and I've been waiting for one of these. It's not anything good. I'll warn you about that first. But it's a light bulb fitting. Quite obviously a bayonet fitting light bulb. And I've had quite a few of these off of well, obviously I'm on permission number 1 at the moment, but I've had quite a few of these off of permission number 2, and I managed to ask the farmer on Saturday. I said to him, I said, why do I keep finding light bulb fittings? And he looked a bit confused at first, and he didn't seem to know why. And his best guess, eventually, he came up with the idea that sometimes they throw on the either chicken pens, the big barns where they have the chicken pens, or ducks sometimes as well. They have where they breed lots of ducks, and they have big barns that cover those. And sometimes they sort of subcontract in the manure, and the manure gets sold off to farms in the area, and they spread it over the fields, obviously. And he said what a lot of them do is they have these light bulbs up in the sheds, and when the light bulbs go, they don't bother where they put them. They just either chuck them down on the ground or they chuck them onto the muck heap. And of course the muck heap ends up coming onto the field, and they spread it on the field, and then somebody like me finds them. And that was his best guess as to why we probably find these on the fields. But I do find quite a few, and I have found a few up here on permission number 1 as well. So That was his best explanation as to why I find these things. They give such a good signal, as you can imagine. That gave me about 81.90, that did, and I thought it was something really good. But anyway, I just thought I'd say that, just in case you find light bulb fittings on your fields. It's more than likely that they've come from the big sheds that hold the livestock. The bulbs go, so they just end up chucking them on the muck heap. Anyway, bye for now. Here we go, folks, another little interesting find. It's only a fragment, but look at that. It's at the end of a little whistle, or I don't think there's a hole in there. There might be a little bit of iron in there in that loop, if that is a loop. I think it was at one time, but something makes me think this is possibly the end of a little whistle. Still, we'll carry on. I'm heading back to the car now, so any finds I get now will be on the way back. Bye for now. Here we are, folks. Got another find. Like I say, I'm on the way back to the car, so I'll be detecting as I go. And I've just found this. It's another coin. It's a penny-sized coin. It's quite a big one. This one. Can't see anything on it, so I'm guessing that it's possibly either George II or George III. But it, like I said earlier, it's strange for me to get coins where you can't see anything on them. I normally be able to make out something on it. I might be able to later when I give this a bit of a soak. But if I find out anything, you will see it shortly. Bye for now. Here we go, folks. Got an interesting one here. As you can see, just here is where I've just had the target which I'm holding in my hand, and just over here somewhere is where I just had that penny from. So I only walked about a metre or so, got another target, and it turns out to be this. Now I think this is the remains of a little Roman coin. It's definitely not a button, and I can see, I thought I could see something on this a moment ago. It's very, very vague. But I think that's what's left of a little Roman coin. Anyway, we'll carry on. I'll have a closer look when I get home. Bye for now. Hello folks, got another target and it's a spindle whorl. Haven't had one for a while. That gave a good signal. Lovely. Never had one that sort of shape before, but my best guess would be a spindle whorl. Anyway, bye for now.